What's going on YouTube? It's your girl Emily, and I am back again with another one, man. If you are new here, man, welcome, man. Listen, y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe for a vibe. I already appreciate y'all for watching this goddamn video, for clicking in. You know, excuse my French, but I'm just excited to give y'all what I got to say today. And listen, I'm not even gonna waste y'all time, so without further ado, this is the topic of today, man. Consistency is gonna look like nothing until everything changes. I don't even know if you heard me, but consistency is gonna look like nothing until everything changes. Listen, I want to talk to y'all about this topic because I feel like, I know it's so cliche for everybody to consistently say, be consistent, post the content, do this, do that, do it when you don't feel like it, do it when it's necessary, do it. Listen, man, I know people make it sound so easier than said than done, okay? I know it because I'm first-hand experience, right? So I want to just give y'all a time where I dedicated 90 days of my time to say, like, I'm going to grow my Facebook page, right? And the reason why I refer to this so much because the thing about it is, you want people to support you. You want people to have your best interests at heart. And the same support that you give to people, you want back all the time. And sometimes you get upset about it because it's like, bro, I supported you from day one all the way to this point. And you see what I'm trying to do, but there's no love. It's actually crickets, right? And let me just tell you this, man. Not everybody is you. Not everybody act like you. Not everybody do what you do. But I do feel like this would separate the real from the fake, man. If your friend is your friend, and your friend care about you, and your friend know that you have a business, whether you have a social media, whether you have something that you're embarking on and they don't support you, they ain't your friends. I'm sorry to kick the bucket to you right now. They just ain't your friends. And I feel like that's what came to realization for me. Like, ain't no way you claiming you my friend, you my dog, and we kicking it and we vibing and we talk every day, we text every day, but you ain't supporting what I got going on. But I'm supporting you from the sun up, from the sun down. This is how I feel about this. Listen, although people say social media is social media, cool. That's their opinion. My opinion is that at the end of the day, if you have a business, like I said, if you have anything going in your life where, you know, you want the support that you want and you're not getting it from the people that's in your corner, guess what I got to tell you? Get rid of them suckers. Yes, get rid of them. Because my thing is, there's no reason why I'm supporting your business, your platform every single day, and I'm not even getting the same love in return. And I had to realize that, right? When I started my journey on Facebook, listen, I was getting no likes, no views, no comments, no shares from the people that was in my intermediate circle, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. I mean, crickets. But the day that I finally turned that leaf and that page turned and it went crazy. I mean, it went crazy, y'all. I'm talking about going viral every day, statuses going dumb, videos going dumb. Guess what? All the support that I was looking for was right there in the comments and the likes. But before, when nobody couldn't see the vision, they couldn't see the process, they couldn't understand the journey, all it was crickets. Now, see, that's what success looks like. That's what consistency look like. You're going to be putting in that work, and when you putting in that work, ain't nobody there. Everybody crickets. Everybody ain't got nothing to say, but as soon as it go to pop off, now everybody want to act like they know you. You their best friend. You my dog. You know what? You actually funny and real. Now they want a part of your success. They want a part of what you built. And I'm here to tell you right now, if you ain't rocking with me when I'm at my lowest, why do you need to be with me when I'm at my highest? On my soul. There's no reason, twin. There's no reason for me to keep you around because you wasn't rocking with me when I was putting the work in. But now that the work is working, now you with me. See, stay with me, y'all. I'm trying to tell you because this is going to be important. And this is what is, I feel like, very important right now because you have to realize who you need to separate yourself from and who's really there for you. Because like I said, consistency looks like nothing is happening until everything changes. And when everything changes, if those people wasn't there when you was really trying to put in that work and you was doing the work, why do they deserve to have a piece of your success? So I feel like this is also another time for you to reevaluate your circle, reevaluate the people that you have around you, reevaluate the people that's really in your corner. Because when I get to the top, I don't want to have to worry about these people, you know, just there because they want to be on my ankles or they want a part of the pie that I work for, but they ain't even did nothing to get me there. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to touch base with y'all on that because sometimes when you building your vision, you building your dreams, you ain't gonna have the support that you need. You ain't gonna have those people like backing you in the things that you're doing. So it's very important that you be grounded within yourself, that you really believe in yourself, that you really see it for yourself, that you don't even care about the outside opinions, the comments, and who's looking and who's not looking and who's watching, who's not watching, because it really don't matter. That's why, a lot of people, when they say get lonely at the top, right? Because the same people that you thought was there for you at your lowest, they not. They don't show up for you in any kind of way, right? And sometimes I do want to just express to y'all that even on this journey with all that I just said, right? Not having the support, not having the people to back you up on something that you truly believe in, even after showing up for people and showing up in the most loudest and abundant way for those people that you care about, right? This is the time where you may feel like, man, maybe I should quit. Let me tell you, my friend, that's what the devil wants you to do. And what I'm telling you is that's not what we doing. See, that's exactly what it is. When those people don't support you, when you're not getting the feedback that you're not getting, you're not getting the support, you're not getting the comments, you're not getting anything from your closest peer, that's when you start to get the self-doubt and the limiting beliefs to believe that maybe this just ain't gonna work out for me. Who did I think I was to sit up here and think that I was gonna be something greater and better than everybody else? Toodaloo. Toodaloo. You need to rewire your brain and say, Because you know what? Sometimes people quit right before and too soon before the door actually opens for you to walk through it. And I'm telling you, man, I've seen it so many countless of times. There's been plenty of times where I say, you know what, God, I'm finna throw the towel in. And I had to say to myself, that's what them folks want you to do. They don't want you to be better than them. They don't want you to be driving the flyest car. They don't want you to have a nice house. They don't want you to have a pool in the back. They don't want that for you. So if you give up on your dreams and your goals and your aspirations, guess what else you're giving up? You're giving up on yourself. So I'm just here to tell you and break it to you that the same people that you once was rooting for, they really ain't rooting for you because they don't even want to see you doing better than them. That be the problem. That's why you don't get the support that you don't get. That's why you don't get the, the feedback there, because they don't want to see you doing better than them. And it's okay. But it's like you expose them too, because it's like, if I'm not doing a little bit more, if I'm not pushing beyond the limits, if I'm not pushing the envelope, then what am I doing? You see, people get so complacent with doing the same thing every single day. Rinse and repeat, go to work, go home, but they never get outside of their comfort zone. See, you get outside of your comfort zone. You get outside of the box. You go do things that people are ashamed to do. You go out there and you venture out and see things that other people ain't trying to see because they scared. They scared, but they ain't gonna tell you that though. So the moment that you do start being great, the moment that you do start tapping into your potential, the moment that you do start tapping into I am the great I am, they scared because they don't even know how to perceive it. They don't even know how to receive it because they don't even know, like, dang, what she gonna do next? What he gonna do next? Dang, he did that. Like, they scared of you, baby. They scared of you, twin. I'm just telling you because firsthand experience, but I'm telling you, this is not the time to give up. This is not the time to give up on your dreams. It's not the time. Because that's exactly what the enemy wants you to do. Wants you to feel like, who am I to be out here trying to chase a dream that is one in a million when it's not? That's why it requires consistency. And that's why it looks like nothing until it turns into something. Because you're chasing the dream to most people that they can't even fathom to see happening for themselves because they have limiting beliefs. See, you don't. You believe. You are the believer. You actually come around the circle and make everybody else believe it's based on how you talk, how you walk, and how you act. See, and that's what I had to realize for myself. Everything that I'm coming into a room with, I'm walking into a room with people with small minds. I don't got a small mind. God didn't give me a small mind. God didn't give me just a little bit. Actually, he gave me a lot of it because he knew when I got on this earth that I was going to do great and wonderful and magnificent things. See, other people can't fathom that. They can't even say to themselves like, why me? Hold on. Why not you? And that's the questions that you have to ask yourself on your journey. Why not me? God blessed me. God told me I could be abundant. God told me I could be prosperous. God told me that anything that I ask of him, I can have. Ask and you shall receive. Knock and you shall find. So that's why, like, not to get too biblical on y'all, that's why it looks like nothing is going on, because you ain't got the support that you feel like you need, and you don't. And I'm really just coming here to tell you that the only support that you need is, having faith and trusting God, and really just pouring into yourself every single day and saying, man, I believe in me. I'm gonna bet on me, because if they don't do it, who gonna do it? Me. I will. Because think about it, when you bet on somebody else, man, you at they leisure. You're at betting on if they can perform. But when you bet on you, you know what you can do. You know what's possible for your life. You know where you can take yourself to the next level. You know. And you can't sit here and tell me and say that you don't, because there's been times that you acted on something and then you turned around and said like, whoa, I really did that. So in this moment right now, if you're still with me, man, I need y'all to just lock in the comments and tell me that you're feeling what I'm saying. Like, you done had these moments where you locked in and you truly believed in yourself and said that, listen, I'm gonna make this happen. And guess what? You made it happen. So with that being said, I'm just trying to tell you that consistency is going to play a key role when no one is around, when no one's looking, when no one's watching. But I'm just trying to pretty much pour more into to let you know that you don't need the support that you are looking for. You got the support of God. You got faith. You got a big dream. You got a massive, thought process and vision, and it's the reason why God gave you the vision. He didn't give your peers and your friends and your auntie and your uncle and your mama and your daddy, whomever. It's the reason why he didn't give it to him. He gave them to you because he saw what you was going to do with it. Like me personally, like, I'm talking to y'all right now with so much passion because I feel like God put me here to, reach the masses, to talk to someone, to influence someone, to give somebody the courage to really live out their fullest potential and their dreams. I've been on this for about 10 months, and listen, I have not seen the progress that I wanted to see, but I've seen the progress. And let me tell you something. Slow motion is better than no motion. You feel me? Just because the motion ain't motion in the way that you want it to motion right now, let me tell you something. When that motion start motioning, then what you gonna say? You gonna have everybody and their auntie and their uncles jumping out the woodworks and just like, hey man, I knew you could do it, bro. I knew you was gonna be the biggest. I knew you was gonna make an impact. I knew they gonna be showing out. But like I said, remember, if they wasn't locked in with you when you had humble beginnings, little to no means, they don't deserve your success. They don't even deserve you as a person because they didn't even value who you were. They didn't even value what you bring to the table. They didn't even value your thought process. They didn't even value your opinion. So therefore, when it's time to go to that next season, when it's time to go to that next level, when it's time to go to that next chapter, you leave them out. And see, that's why I feel like it's very important at this moment when you're at your humble beginnings is you remember and you keep in mind who was there for you when you really needed it, who really supported you when you really needed the support because you didn't ask. They gave it to you. And me personally, like, I will never forget anybody has done anything that helped me along the way. But I tell you right now, it does get lonely at the top, but then you start to realize, listen, if God didn't remove these people right now, I'm on the journey where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? When I get to the top, I don't want them people around me. I don't want nobody around me talking about they support me, but they ain't never shared a post. They ain't never comment on the video. They ain't never. I don't want you around, twin. You know what I'm saying? So I really just hope that this message really resonate with you because you don't need all these people. You don't need the hype. You are the hype. You are the one. You really are that. You know what I'm saying? I am the great I am. That's how I speak about myself because God made me in his image. So that means that, I am who I say I am. And when I am, I'm greater. I'm much greater. I'm doing better. I'm thriving. I'm striving. And even when it look like nothing to me, it's in the works. It's in the works because how many times have you felt like God was never going to come through for you and then boom, magic just happened. It's like in a blink of an eye. So with that being said, you really just have to lock in with you. You have to, get out of your head and quit the limiting beliefs and know that your process and your journey is what it is for a reason. And if God starts removing people out of your process and start shifting things left and right, that means he's clearing the path for your breakthrough. Ooh, ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I felt that. I'm just here to tell y'all that's exactly what I'm here to tell you. Like, God is clearing a path for you and your breakthrough. And it's a reason why people start falling off. And it's a reason why you stop talking to people. It's a reason why you get into isolation, because God knows that those people just can't come to you on this next journey, on this next chapter. So that's why, no matter what it looks like, I'm going to say this again. That's why, no matter what it looks like, you must continue on your journey. You must stay consistent. You must show up every single night and day, no matter how much it hurts. No matter what you're going through, no matter what life throws at you, you must show up for you. You know what I'm saying? And love you wholeheartedly, because ain't nobody gonna love you like you love yourself. Because me personally, I love me. And you need to love you too. And that's what's gonna help you thrive, because sometimes you are looking for the validation, and you looking for the love for the people that only got love for themselves, or only have love for what they got going on. And if you ain't contributing to their success, you really don't mean much or nothing to them. Because the moment that you stop doing for those people, then they start treating you crazy, looking at you sideways. Oh, you don't do what you used to do. No, because I'm focused on me. You know what I'm saying? This is for me. God is trying to line me up with things. And if I'm focused on you, I don't want to miss out on my blessing. All right? So, like I said, do what's necessary for you. Be mindful of who you keep around. And one other thing I do want to stress to you guys, do not rush your process. Because you may get the shiny syndrome, shiny object syndrome in your mind. You looking to the left like, damn, bro, I just got a new Lamborghini. You look to the right, damn, old girl just got a Mercedes. Where mine's at? See, that's what you can't do in your journey. You can't do that. You only can focus on you and what you're doing, because if you had to be in those people's shoes, if you had to experience the things they had to experience, you may not even be able to do so. So that's why it's important that you never ever take for granted where you are, and you be so grateful that you're not in a position where you have to compromise your integrity or your loyalty or your morals because you want something. And you don't even know how these people are getting these things. You don't even know if they committed a crime. Like, you just don't know. So that's why it's important to really focus on you, to really focus on your path, to really say that, God, I trust you, and I know that moving forward that you will provide, that you will see that I will have a platform or a business that's flourishing, and I don't have to do nothing but hit a button or sell a product. Whatever the case may be, God is going to make sure that it's full of abundance and prosperity, but you just got to lock in. So if you're still here with me, man, I really appreciate you for tuning in. I hope that this message really resonated with you, because I just want you guys to know that the journey does get lonely. It does look like nothing is happening. It does look like you're not making progress. But like I said, slow motion is better than no motion at all. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can have people that's moving in motion and they ain't even moving nowhere fast. I wish y'all would understand what I'm saying. You would have people out here looking like they got motion, but they ain't going nowhere fast. You know what I'm saying? So I hate to kind of like break it to you in that light, but I'm telling you, trust yourself, believe in yourself, have faith in yourself, speak so highly of yourself. If somebody say you look like you sitting on your throne, yes, I am. Because if that's how you perceive me, oh God, you ain't even seen nothing yet. You ain't even seen nothing yet. So like I said, y'all, lock in. Do what you can. Stay consistent. Know that God is working for you. Know that things is working in your favor. Know that, your dreams is not going down in vain. You know what I'm saying? God didn't give you your passion, your purpose for no reason. God didn't give you your calling just for you, not to be able to do that for yourself, So I just wanted to bring that to y'all because it got me so fired up, because when I opened up my phone this morning and I looked at my YouTube channel, I was like, man, 6 years ago is when I posted my first video, and then 2 years later, I posted another video. And then from that, 2 years later, just starting last year, I'm in 300 plus videos now. But there was a time where I thought that just posting one video was going to get it done. And I was a fool to think that, you know what I'm saying? Especially coming on this platform. You really have to put the work in. But I just want y'all to know that's anything in your life that you want and that you're working towards, that You always gonna have to put the work in, even when you're not getting the notoriety, even when nobody's not clapping for you, even when nobody ain't supporting you. You got to put your work in. But let me tell you something. Boy, when you finally get to that finish line, when you finally get to that breakthrough, when you finally get what you was asking for, listen, it's no better feeling, especially knowing that you did it and you got it out the mud, and only you was the reason why your success happened the way that it did. It didn't come from somebody else. Nobody didn't have a plan in your success. So that's the even more greater feeling, is knowing that you built what you built, your brand, your business, your company, brick by brick, and nobody didn't have no plan to that but you. And that, my friend, it deserves a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? It's no better feeling, because now you ain't even got to worry about somebody saying, I did this for you, I did that for you. Remember I did? No, baby, because I built this brick by brick from the ground up, and nobody can take this from me. And that's one thing that I feel like when God give you something, when God puts something on your spirit, he's giving you something in a skill, in a mindset, and a way of life that nobody can take it from you. Nobody can take your mind, your spirit, your thought process, nothing from you. That's why it is so a beautiful thing, because it is God-given. So, like I said, man, like, comment, and subscribe for a vibe. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, but I just want y'all to understand, consistency looks like nothing until everything changes. And once it changes, man, you already know you're going up.